Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be beginning of a new little video here. As you can see, the shop space has kind of changed. This is the big thing that was coming for the channel. Allie and I, we bought our dream acreage, and it's honestly pretty epic. Something I didn't think was achievable yet anyways, and very fortunate. So here's a little tour around my single bay, which will be where I do most of the S10 stuff for now. And then there's a double bay detached that eventually once I finish it, I'll be working out of there too. So, but here's a little tour around. So we got the S10 in here. There's a fair bit of room, fair bit of storage. Obviously, you can always improve on things, but this is going to be my little shop headquarters per se. Haven't quite finished unpacking and organizing and putting everything away. It's a bit of a process. We have the S10 currently in full hovercraft mode. So it is, I got the front wheels all off of it. It's up on jack stands. We're gonna pull all the suspension out of it. I have Viking Crusaders for the front with QA1 extended ball joints. We will be doing a different brake setup on the front. Bear bump steer kit. Rob was out here and actually gave me some help with it. We measured up the Mickeys for the back that are currently up here. They're hopefully going to fit. I'm gonna mount one onto a rim here tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. But all the suspension is going to a guy in Red Deer that's currently in the truck because it's pretty low. It's pretty low. It's got a 4-inch drop in the front and a 3 in the rear, and it's settled, so it's more like 5 in the front and 4 in the rear, which doesn't really work for what we want to do with actually miles of mayhem with the truck and doing some no prep stuff. And we're trying to leave a 28-inch tall tire on it, so that way we're not messing around with speedometer all the time when we swap from street wheels to track wheels and back and forth. So when we measured it out, because those top Mickeys are a 305 45 17, so they're 28 1250 17, which is perfect for doing 750 class at miles and whatnot. But it runs into the issue with the wheels I have being 17 by 9 with a 0 offset. It puts the tire just about flush with the fender, with the outer lip here. So this is ballpark estimating. So I am ordering new springs this week. I'm ordering a set of Caltrac split monos, and I will be ordering with stock ride height. We're gonna put this thing back up to the original height, and worst case, if I want it a little lower, I'll just simply put a 1/2-inch block in it, or a 1-inch block to get the height, the drop that I want. The front is on a coil over, so they are fully adjustable, and we will be able to adjust it to where we need it. So all right guys, I'm gonna get after ripping the front suspension out of this thing, and I'll put it on time lapse. Alright guys, we got the passenger side tore apart, and as came apart relatively easy. We are going to be doing a brake upgrade, most likely a Willwood vented setup, and just for the amount of street driving. I am glad that we are changing the outer tie rods. This one's torn and a little loose. Lower ball joint I had to hit with the pickle fork in order to get the spindle to come off, but that's okay because the boot was torn and it's due to be replaced anyways. So I will I'll have to get a set of those tomorrow, and I do have uppers, so just means I can't put it all back together tomorrow, or today, sorry, as I don't have lower ball joints. So we're going to keep hammering away on this and get this pulled apart. I might pull that manifold tonight because it does need to be modified. These manifolds weren't designed for an LS and an S10. I'm not exactly sure what they're even out of. They're just Hooker LS turbo manifolds, and where they come down, they literally come down right into the frame. So I'm gonna have to cut it here and do whatever I have to do in order to get it to go around, clear the frame and go around the transmission for the crossover tube. So we're gonna keep buzzing away on this. Might take a break here real quick, have dinner with Allie. It's something we're trying to really focus on and do, is stopping and making that time to have dinner together or breakfast together. So we'll keep carrying on this and hope you guys enjoy it. Put these QA1 1-inch extended upper ball joints in this. This is going to help with control arm angles and trying to get the most extension out of the front of the S10 without going to a more modified shock and spring setup, because something like Gap Train with Nick Taylor and Mac TV, they cut the spring pocket out and built an upper tower and modified it and made it so that they have a longer spring with a longer stroke shock, and essentially got more extension out of the front end of the truck. So, which is very cool. We're trying to do this as, I guess, budget minded per se, but use a setup that we know that works and relatively simple parts. I'll put the part numbers and links in the description for all of these. These are just QA1s. We also have set a Bear Performance bump steer kit for the S10, so this will help get the lower tie rod in line with the control arm so that the steering angle doesn't drastically change when the front end of the truck droops out. So we'll go ahead and get this stuff on. Alright guys, we're gonna start assembling the Viking coilovers for the front of the S10. These coilovers came from Alex at Trick Chassis. Alex was super awesome to help me out with these, and just all around great guy to deal with, and has them in stock. So we're gonna get the coilovers assembled. We kinda can't really get them in there. We gotta get lower ball joints for this thing tomorrow, and see if we can't find some boots for those QA1 uppers. So, but yeah, so they're super nice. Viking Crusader. They got the radial valving in them, so it should work fairly well for what we want to do. Well guys, I got the coil over in there. It's all the way down. So this would be like the lowest setting it would go. Looking at it and realizing, as ambitious as I am and as much as I want to put this together to put it on the ground to see where ride height is going to be, I kind of need to change that lower ball joint and get a boot for this guy before I go ahead and do anything. So me being gun-ho to put it back together really doesn't do me any good, unfortunately. Need a few more parts, so I'm going to tear the other side apart. Probably won't film that considering it's the same as this, but I do have to tear the rear springs out, so I'll get some footage of that. So thanks guys, and